Welcome to Mysteries and Crime. I'm your host, Melissa Thompson. Today marks 80 days since Summer Moon Utah Wells has gone missing. And I have a question to start out today. Has this case made you crazy this week? If so, raise your hand, because mine is held so far high, I could probably touch the sky at this moment. Donald. Between you and your wife, Candus, this week, you two are capable of anything at this point. And we have lots to talk about. First of all, let's talk about something Donald said. And I was completely and utterly baffled, but maybe I shouldn't be when discussing this man and how he feels about his daughter and how his wife feels about their daughter. Okay? So over on Prairie Boy 77's channel, him and his wife, Cher, they had a conversation with Donald on Monday on the phone. And Cher asked Donald if he could talk to Summer right now, what would he have to say? And you guys, this is where it gets very interesting. He says this, okay, just like I would tell anybody out there. And Cher says, yeah. So Donald's response, if Summer was listening, is this. I like to say, that a lot of people say that I'm hiding behind the church. Yeah, they're right. I'm hiding behind the church. God can cover a lot of sins. I have been. I've done a lot of bad things in my life. And God can cover a lot of sins. And that's my hope and prayer. I'm not saying that I'm a major criminal or anything that everybody's trying to make me out to be, because I'm not that person. That law enforcement and people like Ernie or McDonough is trying to make me out to be, because I'm not that person. I have a kind heart. I always have. That's why I got out of that stuff, because I do have a kind heart. I'm not willing to hurt anybody. I've never hurt anybody. But I know God offers forgiveness. And I hope you all can do the same thing, That's what we all seek, is forgiveness for our sins. Because nobody is sinless. We all fall short. Okay, so if you had an opportunity to speak to your daughter who has been missing for over 2 months now, you would talk about sin and asking for forgiveness? What are you asking for forgiveness for, Donald? Is this referring to Summer? Because you seem to put sin and your daughter and forgiveness in the same sentence. And what, we're supposed to think that you're just this good old boy that just goes to church every week, goes to work, and you do all the right things? Because your actions have not shown that. Then Cher says to him, okay, he believes that his daughter is abducted. We've all talked about this. So she goes, if you could talk to the abductors, what would you say? And he says this. He goes, that I love you with all my heart, Summer, and you know that. No, I do. I know you love me. I know she does. See, I held her for the first 18 months of her life, and I feel bad for her mother, but she only wanted me. 18 months to 20 months. I don't know the exact months or whatever it was, but I'm so glad, that I work 7 days a week, and I was able to afford for Candus to take her out every day, enjoy stuff with her every day. I was so happy for that. And she got to take all those pictures and be with her mother all the time, but she still loved me just as much. But she got to know her mother, and why she got to love me like that, I don't know. I don't deserve that. I've never deserved anything like that. I've never had anything like that in my entire life. I've never had anyone love me like that. I love her so much. And then he sighed. I want her to know that I will always love her and that I will be with her sooner or later. in God's kingdom sooner or later. But I'm just glad that Candus spent such quality time with her like that. And she did. And Candus got to do a lot of stuff with her and take all those videos and photographs. And just so happy about that. I love her. I love her forever. I always will. And I'll see her sooner or later. Let's hope she's not going through too much stuff. That can't be good. There's no way it can be good. In our area, after looking around, it's just horrible. I can't believe even some of the things I've seen today just blows my mind, and some of the stories I've heard. Yeah, that was Donald's response to Prairie Boy and his wife Cher on his channel, and I will link that video down below because I really think you should hear it in his voice. Because at the time that he was saying that he loved Summer, he was, to me it seemed manipulation at its best with him, where he was like sobbing up and getting all heartfelt and stuff. Well, I think we've learned our lesson with feeling sobbing stories, because we heard your wife this week, Donald, and her shenanigans and yours. You know, you tried to play the innocent guy here, but you're not. You're not the innocent guy, Donald. You two cooked this situation up to hurt Mary. And any of us would be lucky to have Mary and Jeannie as friends, and Trish. These are strong women. You are the coward, Donald, not them. It's you. What the two of you did this week is absolutely appalling. For Candus to call Mary like that and say that you were being taken away. First of all, she couldn't keep her story straight. She says you're arrested. The next thing you were being taken away by the Mexican you-know-what. Well, Donald, that is not funny. None of this is funny. You guys think that doing this to Mary is helping Summer? Because it's not. You know, you complain about how is anybody helping Summer. Well, what have you done lately, Donald, to help find your daughter? Cook up some ridiculous plans to fool Mary? Mary who cares. She really was very kind to Candus, and she listened to her, and she gave really good advice, and she was caring, and that's how you people treat her? What is wrong with the both of you? I mean, seriously. And in your little answer to what you would say to Summer, Donald, you're not happy that Candus got to spend every day with Summer. You're not happy about that. You were jealous of that. Because she's your baby, right? She only wants you. She doesn't want anybody else. I bet you couldn't stand that she wanted other people's attention, could you, Donald? That probably irked you to no tomorrow. Because only you are important in this story. Isn't that right, Donald? You know, you seem to say that you're this churchgoer and all that, but we heard your conversation to Mary this week, which I'm going to talk about in a separate video. But shame on you. Shame on you. You are a horrible, horrible person, and you need help. Your whole family needs help at this rate. For what you two have put those children through, it's very good that the boys are in other places right now and not with the two of you. Because the two of you have shown how not to parent. You two are absolutely toxic together. And you know it. We've heard your shouting matches out on Voices Behind the Wall. We've heard them. You're not that person that you try to be. And like I said, we heard you on the Interview Rooms channel, the way you spoke to Mary about your sister Jeannie. Wow. In what world does a 5-year-old instigate anything? Can you tell me that? Your beautiful blonde-haired, baby blue-eyed daughter, did she instigate something there, Donald? Would you say that? Because that's absolutely sick. You are sick in your head. I can't believe that, we have all been trying to help find your beautiful little girl. You have 4 beautiful children. Do you know how many people in this world wish they had children that can't? Yeah. And yet you were blessed with 6 children. And this is what you do? This is how you act. And you say Summer would hate all of this? Wouldn't she hate the way her parents are acting and the way that they treat their home? I mean, you guys can't even clean anything up for your family. Your daughter didn't have a proper place to sleep because you could have done that for her. She was in a dungeon. And then when Cher asked you to talk about what you would say to the kidnappers, you start talking about how much you love your daughter, right? You did that. And you were choked up and everything like that. But you have no stories really to tell about her. You tell the same ones over and over. And they even said it. You don't have anything to say about your child. And I've noticed that when you're asked about what she likes, you don't even know. Either of you. You didn't even know what the toys were called that she liked to play with. The only thing we have figured out is that Chase from Paw Patrol was her favorite. But Chase is on this case. He's all over the world, and he's searching for Summer. And Donald and Candus, the walls are coming down on you both, and you both know it. Because I think things are starting to come together for everybody, and your story is falling apart. Your story has been off since the beginning, but now people are figuring out your moves, and your mom spoke, and your mom was scared after she spoke out because she knew that the two of you would flip out. And that's exactly what you did. You ended up lashing out at Mary, who is the kindest, gentlest person you could meet. I could tell how caring she was to Candus in her time of need. And it was a joke to you guys? A joke. I am really upset, you guys, at these people. I know a lot of you are feeling that way. We care more about this little girl than her own parents. And Grandma doesn't care either because she's not around. She doesn't want to come back. She doesn't want to find Summer. I don't think any of them do. There's substance abuse problems. You could tell. We could tell on that phone call because she was slurring her words. She couldn't keep her story straight. They need help. And if they are guilty of this crime, which, they've been on my list since the beginning, but the way they act, it's getting worse. Every time they open their mouth, it gets worse. Candus, I guess she did get an Oscar nomination for that. Wow, that was something. But were you really upset about Donald? Or were you upset about getting caught? Because we haven't seen you show emotion like that about Summer at all. I mean, you mostly refer to her as she, her, and one of you, in fact, referred to her as it. I can't remember which conversation that was, but I remember hearing you say that. So before you go accusing everybody else, Donald and Candus, you two need to look in the mirror and tell us where Summer is. Because I think the two of you know exactly where she is. And you're holding that over on each other. You two have something on each other, and you know where Summer is. And the only thing that you could do decent now in your life is to let that little girl come home and let her brothers have some peace. That's the only decent thing you have left in you. Because your actions this week have spoken around the world. Everybody has heard you. And people are not happy. And you know that boat you've had sailing? Everybody's been on the Wells boat? They're jumping ship, Donald. They're gone. They're not on your side anymore. They're figuring out what you guys are all about. How you can do that to your two sisters and claim that your 5-year-old sister instigated everything, and including with your father. Are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. Because you are disgusting. That's disgusting. And the way you talk about Summer in your obsessive manner with her, I hate to think what that actually means in your eyes, Donald. You learned this behavior. This behavior just didn't come to you. You seem to think it came out from Jeannie, but it didn't, did it, Donald? You showed her that. So, who showed you, Donald? Because there's SA on both sides of your family. Yeah, we know about your stepfather. We know about how you want to get Chris McDonough from the interview room, and everything is everybody else's fault. Your neighbor's fault. Oh, it's Jeannie's fault that the abductors got Summer because she spoke out about what you did to her 37 years ago. Wow, you're kidding me? You're kidding me, right? People that were willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, and when they heard the real you, they really saw what you could be capable of. That's so sad for beautiful Summer and her brothers to have grown up in. You have damaged those boys. And the only thing that you could do to bring those boys peace is to bring Summer home. Those boys are needing therapy from being with the two of you. I have no sympathy anymore for what you thought was so funny to do to Mary. Wow. You guys, I will have another video for you soon. I have so many thoughts. Right now I'm just feeling angry and disgusted at these two. Think about what Donald said over on Prairie Boy 77's channel. Evil, sin, and his daughter, and forgiveness, all mixed together. Wow, that's really, really telling. Donald, you are not a good person, but you can get help. You need to do the right thing, so do that. That is all I have for you today. I will talk to you soon, you guys. Bye-bye.